Hi friends, my name is Chaitanya Patke and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to do a preview of the Super 4 game between India and Sri Lanka at the DP World Asia Cup 2022. The match is going to take place at the Dubai International Cricket Stadium and it is a must-win game for Team India. It is not an exaggeration but a harsh reality after India succumbed to Pakistan by 5 wickets. So if India lose this game, we are in big trouble and potentially out of the Asia Cup. We won't be out of the Asia Cup immediately, but our fate rests in the hand of Afghanistan and other teams, which is a very dangerous scenario to be in. So it's a much needed game for Team India to win, and it will serve as a nice practice for the knockout games for the T20 World Cup as well, because this is a knockout game only. If you look at it from that perspective, the match is going to take place at Dubai International Cricket Stadium, and once again, the pitch is good for batting. But the team wins the toss will surely choose to bowl first because that is the template currently in T20 cricket. Certainly, in the Asia Cup as well, most of the time it is seen that the team bowling first wins the match. So toss will play a crucial role, and due factor is also of much significance, which will come in the second innings, which is going to be detrimental for the side batting first. As far as India is concerned, the form of KL Rahul remains a concern. Hope he comes good this game. Virat Kohli has come back in form, and the form of Rohit Sharma is not of much concern despite the fact that he hasn't crossed 50 runs. He's due for a big innings, and I'm sure in this game that he will do it. A lot more expectations will be from Surya Kumar Yadav as well, and the middle order including Deepak Hooda and Rishabh Pant. It will be interesting to see if the management goes with Rishabh Pant or replaces him with Dinesh Karthik. I'm sure they will give Pant one more chance. Ravichandran Ashwin can come in place of Ravi Bishnoi, despite the fact that Ravi Bishnoi made a strong case for himself. India can play Ravi Ashwin, because if India doesn't play him, what is the point of carrying him with the team? And with the amount of experience he has, he deserves a one game. So I think selectors will give him that game. And the bowling, which includes Arshdeep Singh and Bhuvneshwar Kumar, have to come good at any cost. Because their death bowling hasn't been up to the mark. Bhuvneshwar Kumar also, in the last game against Pakistan, he conceded too many runs in the penultimate over, which was one of the reasons for our downfall. Coming to Sri Lanka, their opening combination of Pathum Nisanka and Kushal Mendis came good in the last game against Bangladesh, and similar expectations will be of Kushal Mendis. As we know, if you follow the career of Kushal Mendis closely, he blows hot and cold. He's never on a great stretch of form or a great stretch of runs in a while, but in the two matches he has shown that, and Sri Lanka will be hoping that he comes good in this game as well. Same is the case with Pathum Nisanka. He hasn't quite set the stage on fire in this tournament particularly, but we know that he is an aggressive batsman. He likes to set the stone from the start, and Sri Lanka have their fingers crossed that he comes good. Although the pressure will be less on Sri Lanka because they won against Afghanistan, but nowadays India versus Sri Lanka contest, Sri Lanka is always the underdog. Charit Asalanka has flopped unfortunately in this tournament. No other words to describe his performance, and the management has given him an extended run because of the fact that he's one of the best talents out there in world cricket, I would say, but hasn't performed up to his potential, not even one bit, I would say. And management would have high expectations from him as well. Same with Danushka Gunathilaka. He showed glimpses of his form by scoring 33 of 20 deliveries against Sri Lanka, and yes, it will be interesting to see how he plays out in the middle overs, especially against Yuzvendra Chahal or Ravichandran Ashwin. Ravichandran Ashwin definitely will be employed against him because he is a left-hander. If Ashwin plays, that is Bhanukar Rajapaksa as well. He has been given the finisher roles by Chris Silverwood, and it will be interesting to see how he employs his tactics against India. He knows Indian bowlers pretty well from his stint with Punjab Kings in this year's IPL. And Dashun Shanaka, we cannot forget the lusty blows that he is capable of hitting, but he bats lower down the order according to my estimation. If he promotes himself up the order or stays himself there, that will be a crucial aspect. So must win game for Team India, and I hope they come out all guns blazing. We don't have to shed the approach of playing fast, but we have to maintain that tricky balance of not playing a false shot as well as going for the run simultaneously, and our death bowling needs to come good. So how did you like analysis of the preview? Please tell in the comment section below, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel and press the bell icon for further notifications. Your feedback is most welcome, but please subscribe. We'll meet in the next video. Till then everyone, bye.